Hello, welcome back to my tutorial for the Full Stack Developer series. In this video, we will continue with the table relationship. So, in the last video, we talked about the relationship one-to-many, right? So in this video, we will talk with the many-to-many relationship. So we have three ways to do this, and in this video we will do the basic ways, the first ways. Alright, and here we have the SQL code. You can get this from the link below in the description. Alright, but before that, before we run the SQL code to prepare the database, I will explain a little bit for you. Okay. I won't talk more about the user and the address table, but a little bit change for the address is that I just remove the user ID here, because now we don't create the reference directly from the address to the user table, but now we have the user address table. So this is to manage a many-to-many relationship between user and address table. So why? Because a user might have multiple addresses, like a home or a work one, and an address could be tied to more than one user. Like a shared spot, yeah. And without this table, you'd be stuck with a one-to-many setup, which isn't flexible enough. Okay, so the user address table acts as a bridge, linking them cleanly with user ID, okay, user ID and the address ID. And we have the primary key here. The primary key combo ensures no duplicates, like same user being linked to the same address twice in the user address table. Okay, so that's why we use the primary key here. Alright, so after you have the code, you can run it and see on the green tick here. Now we just go back to the Java code to implement this relationship. Alright, so we can go to the user first. We for this basic way, we won't create another entity for the user address. Okay, we won't create the class name user address in the Java code. We just set in the user and the address. And yeah, in the user, now for the relation, we remove the one-to-many first. And yeah, a user has multiple address. This is right, so we keep this. We just change the configuration by using another annotation. We can change to the many-to-many annotation here. And then, because we use the user address table for the bridge, right? For the bridge between user and address, so we will use zone table. We indicate what is the zone table for the user and the address here. And in the zone table, we need to define the attribute name. So the attribute name is the name of the table. We put the user address here. This is the name of the table user address in your database. and we have another attribute in the zone column. So this is the config that indicate where is the field we use in the zone table. Okay, the first field we use. Yeah, we can define the zone column here with the name equal user ID. Okay, so this user entity will use the user ID field inside the user address. This is a linking. Okay, and then we have the inverse zone column. This is the zone column in the opposite way from the address to the user. Okay, so we call this inverse zone column, and here we also provide the zone column for this, and also put the name field is the address ID. Okay, yeah, we just finished for setting up the user, and then we go to the address. Now we have the many to one. This is incorrect, so we need to remove it and set up again. And beside that, you see, because now we have many to many, so a user, an address has a multiple user, so we need to change this to using a list for the user, and also change the name for many, and we also need to provide the getter and setter for this, right? Getter and setter for the list of user. And now we will config this field by using annotation many to many. But now we don't use the zone table again. We put some configuration in many to many. We use the map bit equal the addresses, right? Yeah, just go back to here. You see, we have this address name. You can copy this and pass here. Okay, so you can you cannot get the confusion about this name. Alright, so that's it for the setting. Right, I see something wrong here. Alright, now we have the list of users, so we cannot print it out in a single user by a single user like this. Just remove it, and yeah, we just go back to the app class and yeah, clear on and do from the beginning. Now we need to get the list user. But first we need to define the user repository equal user repository new, and then we will define a list of user. Define user list equal repository get on user, and now we will use the for loop to print on the user inside the user list, and here we will print out the user, right? User, and we won't use the toString method from user now. We will just directly print out the username. Okay, user get username. And inside this, because we have a list, right? We have a list of address from a user, so we also need to use a for loop to print all of them into the console. So define an address, go through all the address inside the user, get right, just go back to the user and provide a getter and setter for the address. Generate getter and setter. Alright, just go back here and call get addresses. And we also print the address. The address includes the street, right? And also the city address, get city. All right. Okay, we just yeah, and after every user we can print a bread line to separate the result to easier for easier watching in the console. Alright, so let's run the code. Alright, you can see in the console we have a list of results. Now we have, yeah, you see we have the user 1, right? The user 1 have the address with street 1 and street 2 like this, and the user 2 you don't need to care about the code relative the hibernate. Okay, you don't need to care about this. You can just ignore it and just follow the result. Alright, and here we have also, okay, very good, right? So this is the basic way to implement a many-to-many relationship. Next video we will go with the second ways with more benefit, and I will talk about more the advanced. I will talk more about the advantage and the disadvantage about between the ways to implement. Okay, so that's it for this video. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe the channel. And if you have any question, you can comment below and I can answer you very soon. Thank you and see you in the next video.